China is experiencing the worst high-temperature weather since complete meteorological observation records began in 1961, especially in Sichuan. The month-long high temperatures have dried up the rivers in Sichuan. Coupled with power outages and water outages, netizens said it was even worse than the epidemic. As a result of the continuous high temperature and power shortage, various chaotic situations occurred in Chongqing. Photos and videos of the Chongqing metro shutting down its lighting were all over the internet. The video shows that the Chongqing metro station and train cars have turned off the lighting equipment. The dark hall has only the eerie green light coming from the stairs. It's quite scary. Some train cars have all the lights turned off, looking pitch dark. Some have only red light glowing. The atmosphere is spooky, like scenes from the escape room and horror movies. Netizens have left comments like, "Hadn't I known beforehand, I would have thought I was in a submarine. Living inside the wall is like a horror movie every day. I feel like the world is ending." In Sichuan, not only is the industry suffering from power cuts, but so are commercial, subway, office buildings, and residential use of electricity, all of which are subject to rotating power cuts. Some people in Sichuan can't turn on their air conditioners because of power outages. A netizen wrote, "We small businesses don't need electricity to survive? All of Chengdu has lost power, not just the Tesla supply chain. What is the consideration for your move?"
Now we are informed that the whole plaza area has no electricity. Let's see if we can keep one fridge running, because there are a lot of food supplies for the restaurant here. For example, we have about $20,000 worth of food in the fridge. It's making us anxious. The government said that in order to guarantee residential use of electricity, no commercial use is allowed. I don't know how Chengdu can be so short of it. No electricity is available. And the weather is so hot right now. This year, it's just too hot for restaurants, and we have barely survived the epidemic with great difficulty. Now there is an immediate power restriction. July and August are the peak season for restaurants, and all restaurants are looking forward to it. Now it's all over. It's now 6 p.m. We're supposed to start doing dinner business, but we're told to close down and go home. It's really hard to be in the catering business. This is really a disaster. We're at our wits' end. All the stores are closed, you see.
This is the result of a power outage. Tens of thousands of pounds of fish are gone. It took 2 days to get the dead fish out and bury them in a big pit that we dug. Yesterday, we spent a whole day getting the dead fish, and today, there they are again, so much more dead fish. Due to water scarcity and power restrictions throughout the Yangtze River basin, Shanghai has turned off the landscaping lights on riverside Bund area. Hu Xijin, the former editor-in-chief of the Chinese Communist Party's mouthpiece, Global Times, said on Weibo that although the beaches were darker, they were surreal and heartwarming. It's mainly because the electricity is in shortage. On August 16th, the maximum load exceeded 38.06 million kilowatts, hitting a record high. I think it could be done earlier. After all, due to the high temperature, everyone needs an air conditioner. This requires a lot of power resources. It would be great for the whole environment if we could hold such an event earlier. I think it could be done a little earlier or more times. Hang Seng Bank estimates that last year's power cuts slashed China's GDP growth rate by about 0.6%, and this year it's feared to be even worse, with a forecast of a 1.5% drop. Hang Seng Bank's current forecast for China's GDP growth rate this year is 4%, and if the problem of power cuts is not solved, GDP growth will probably fall below 3%.